Hey guys, Tim here from Algonaut. Alright, so following the theme of melodic techno and house, which is really rising the ranks in popularity, today I'm going to be covering making a melodic techno style bassline. I'm going to be making a bassline in the style of Artbat, who is currently #1 on beatport in melodic house and techno charts, with his tracks Underground and also, quite unironically, Atlas. You know, wouldn't it be funny if you found out he actually used Atlas in his track? Maybe. I'd describe his basslines as basically a rhythmic delayed, chorused square stab, and with a monophonic melody. So nothing too crazy. As always, as part of these Underground Masterclass videos, you can download a free pack of all the samples, loops, patches, and MIDI from the description and use them royalty-free in your own music. So let's get into it. Okay, so before we make a bass line, let's get some drums down so we have something to write a bass line to. And as usual, we're going to use Atlas to make the drums, just because it's really easy to find interesting samples in these maps that you can make, and it's really fast to cycle sounds around, try out new kits and that kind of thing. Okay, so let's load another map. We're going to load Algo Drums 5 again. This is just a map that we've made of sample packs and samples that we've made that are really good for house and techno. So we'll go, this is it here. We'll go new kit. What have we got? It's a pretty cool kick. Yeah, that shake is a bit crunchy. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. All right, let's get a pattern. MIDI clips. Techno 1 will do the trick. That'll do. We'll change the tempo to 122. 122 to 123 seems to be about the speed of melodic techno. It's a bit slower than normal techno. I'm going to mute the tom, mute the other, mute the snare. What have we got? Play. Quite good. Let's turn that hat down a bit. Turn that shaker back up a little bit. Might try and make it a bit higher pitch by pitching it up. Nah, I'll just filter it. And turn it up. Okay, that clap's a bit long. The shape down. All right. Is that a good kick? It's not very deep. That's a bit better. I'll shorten this one up as well with the shape knob. Shape knob is basically an ADSR on one knob. If you turn it left, it's a release coming in. Turn it right, it's increasing the attack to get pull away the transient a bit. So I'm going to turn it left a bit, shorten it up. What does that sound? Yeah. Okay. Now, the bass line. So we're going to use Massive, mainly because everyone's got Massive, and also I know it pretty well, and it's also a very capable synth of doing any sound, really, in my opinion. So, Massive. What have we got here on the keyboard? We'll be working in D sharp or E flat. Alright, so what we want is like a stabby square with delay and some voicing, some voice detuning. So, let's do it from New Sound. We're going to go serial, rewrite the filters first, just so we can use them both if we want to. So serial, filter 1, filter 2, and then mix 2. So first of all, let's just check this thing here as well. Every time I go new sound, it turns the glide up to midway. We don't want that. Turn it to 0. All right. Okay, saw wave. We don't want a saw, we want a square wave. So go square. Let's have a look at the master envelope on envelope 4. Make that attack immediate. Bring the sustain down a bit, so it's a bit more stabby. Probably a little bit of release, so it's not too unnatural. Sweet. Let's have a look at voicing. We don't want this on. It's currently on polyphonic, so you want monophonic. Cool. All right. So then we want a second oscillator, so it's a bit more unison. We'll make this square as well. Kind of sounds weird because they're stacked right on top of each other. We'll detune this one. Maybe. Sweet. And then we want a filter. So let's go low pass 4. That's kind of what we want here. No resonance. Turn it down so it's as low as we ever really want it. Okay, envelope 1. Attack to 0. Give us a bit of release as well. Let's dial this on. So dial that up there. shape a little bit, make it faster or slower. Stabbier. Okay. Let's get some delay on. We need that. So do it here. Delay, synced. We want it to be, so we'll go 16ths. So 1/16, and then we'll make it 3 and 4. 3 and 4 beats. So it's different on each channel, left and right. Let's pull that back a little bit, pull that to full. Maybe just a little bit off full. Feedback. It's not very melodic though in the original track, Atlas by Artbat, so we'll just do the one note. Maybe a bit of EQing, just a little touch more bass maybe. Maybe some highs as well. Alright, let's do a melody. Or a pattern I should say, 'cause it's just one note. Right, I'll just wing this. Sloppy. Alright, quantize. This only needs to be 1 bar as well, so I'll just select the first bar, the distance, just looking at this line at the top, and go Command L to loop that. Alright, let's make it a bit stabbier still. Maybe the tiniest bit of reverb as well. We'll go small reverb so it's not too long and crazy. Yeah, kind of washes out just a little bit, makes it sound a bit more lush. Alright, sidechain compressor. So I'm going to sidechain this back to Atlas, just the kick. I haven't split the kick out from Atlas. I could. But I'm just going to go EQ on and just sidechain to the lows, which is essentially just the kick anyway. So keep that 2 to 1. Shorten up the attack a bit. That's pretty much on the money, to be honest. Obviously from here you could add all your plugins, your analog warmth, and you'd have to tweak it a bit as well, the EQing to sit in with your mix. But we've only got 2 elements right now. I'm just going to quickly add one more element just for a bit of fun. Massive again. In this song, Atlas, there's also another sound called, I just called it reverb saw thing. Yeah. Makes it a bit more atmospheric. Got a few master effects here as well. Have a quick look at these. Boom, boom, map them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. This is just sort of like, you might have seen Endless Smile from Data Life. I've just kind of made this thing so while I'm writing music, it gives me a few controls to do like quick breakdowns and stuff. So what do we got? Okay, cool. So that's basically how to make one style of melodic bass line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record those drums and record that bass line as a loop. So let's make a new channel. I'll do the drums first. Audio from Atlas, monitor in. Turn the channel off so we don't have to hear it again. Record. Alright, so there's one drum loop. So what I can do now is I can go back to Atlas, pop it open, we can try a different drum variation. So it's quite cool. Is that a bit? save kit, Melodic Bass 01, drums 02, saved. So that saves all the samples out. Let's record that. Cool. Second drum loop. And we'll record this bass line as well. So we've got, make a new audio channel. Monitor from Massive 3. Monitor in. Turn that off. What I might actually do is actually play it once around first and then hit record so that we can catch that tail coming to the loop. Otherwise it's going to sound weird as a loop. That'll do. Great, there's that loop. Just prove that. Alright, cool. Let's make some variations to this bass line. So we'll do a new pattern as well. And I'm going to go maybe change this to, we'll say, square and saw. Change this completely different waveform. We'll try one of these in the analog electric area. Sounds alright. We need a melody, so I'll do a, I'll stop that one and we'll try a completely different one. Let's do this one in, say, A. Okay. That thing's out of key now. Let's go up to A. Alright, so we can record that. So let's go stop, hit record. There we go, that's the second bass line there as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make three more. So we have 5 in total. 5 drum kits and drum loops and 5 different melodic bass lines. Okay, so give me a second. Alright guys, I'm back and we've got 5 different drum lines, 5 different bass lines. So that means 5 different drum kits of all the samples and 5 different patches as well, and MIDI. So let's give them all a listen. From the top, the first one that we heard. Alright, so there you go. There's 5 different drum loops and 5 different bass lines. Remember, there's 5 different drum kits and 5 patches, and all the MIDI as well. I've obviously kept this quite basic for the purpose of this tutorial, but obviously from here you'd add your own plugins to make them sound warmer and thicker and that kind of stuff. And obviously a bit of tweaking will be needed to make them sit in the mix. But essentially, yeah, the bass lines, Melodic Techno Bass lines, this style anyway, from the track Atlas by Artbat, is just a stabby square unison stab with heaps of delay on it and a little bit of reverb, and it's a pretty monophonic pattern, as you can see, about a 1-bar loop pattern. So hopefully that should be pretty easy to build on. So yeah, remember that you can download a pack of all these samples, loops and patches and stuff in the MIDI from the description or from our website. We upload about 2 or 3 videos a week covering various genres and content, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. While you're there as well, make sure you check out the video from last week on melodic techno drums. Went into a lot more detail on how to get really groovy drums and a great sounding melodic techno drum bed for your tracks. But otherwise, thanks for watching and catch you next time.